my first YouTube tutorial. I'm Tracy Ryan from Be A Beauty Skincare, and today I'm going to show you how to make a rose clay face mask. So every week I'm going to be giving a tutorial on how to make some kind of a natural skincare item, things like moisturizers, cleansers, exfoliators. I'm also going to give tutorials in how to make natural toiletry items like toothpaste and shampoo, and even general household cleaning products like laundry liquid and household cleaners. So if you want to let us know what you'd like to see every week, please comment down below what you'd love to see. And if this is something that interests you, please subscribe to our channel. So today we are going to make a rose clay face mask. And clays are really fantastic ingredients in a face mask. They're full of active enzymes and minerals, and they do 3 different things in a face mask. So they draw out any excess grease or fat or dirt from the face. They contract and they tone the skin, and also they have an effect on the skin in that they increase blood circulation. So let's get started. The first ingredient I'm going to use is a white clay. So it is also known as kaolin clay and as china clay. White clay is really good for skin that's sensitive, or that's acne prone, or that's quite oily. There are lots of other different clays. Another favourite of mine is this pink clay, which is really nice for dry skin. But we're going to use white clay today, and I'm going to colour it a really lovely pink colour, so I'll show you that in a minute. So I'm going to start off by using 2 tablespoons of the white clay, and I'm going to pop them into this bowl here. Now, the white clay or any of the clays, the best place to get those really is like a local health food store. I'm going to put loads of links down below to all of the ingredients, to where you can buy them from, to alternatives if you can't find the exact ingredient that I'm using, because I'm all about using ingredients that we can easily find, things that are already in our cupboards, things that are in our local supermarket or our health food store, not necessarily things that you need to go out and order online, but I will of course give you links to where you can order online. So we have 2 tablespoons of our white clay in the bowl here now, and we are going to now add 2 tablespoons of rose water. So I really wish you could smell this. Rose water and rose anything, they're really among my favourite ingredients in skincare. So rose water is what's known as a floral water, and it's left over from the old-fashioned steam distillation method of making rose essential oil. This would be the waste product, and what an amazing waste product. So it contains a lot of what the essential oils contain, but it contains them in really mild, gentle ways. But something that the floral waters have, which the essential oils lack, are the fruit acids. So they have this really wonderful, gently toning effect on the skin. In fact, it's the only thing you need to use as a toner is a floral water, and we'll talk about that in another video. So I am going to add 2 tablespoons of rose water into this mix. And the thing with this recipe is that you don't have to be really exact with the measurements. It's kind of like for like, and it's something that you don't really need to worry about putting too much or too little of something in. And it's also a kind of recipe that we kind of mix and we see what it's like, and you know, we wonder, will we add a bit more, will we not? It's a really make it up as you go kind of a one, which is a great easy one to start in, because I would like to show you some really complicated recipes as well, but let's start simple. So I'm just mixing my clay together with my rose water. The smell is absolutely gorgeous, just let you see that there. And I can see straight away that it's quite runny. So I'm going to add a little bit more of my white clay. So now this is going to be 3 tablespoons of white clay to 2 tablespoons of rose water. You know, it's runny, but it's not too runny. It's a really nice consistency. Okay, and then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add a couple of drops of beetroot juice. So beetroot juice gives an amazing colour to products. I absolutely love this vibrant pink colour, as you can probably tell. So basically I just used some grapefruit or some beetroot. So I'm going to just put a couple of little drops of beetroot juice in there. That's enough. And I'm going to give that a lovely mix. So you can see this beautiful pink color that we have going on here. So let's get it all incorporated in, and then we'll have a look and see, do we want to put a little more beetroot juice in, because I like a really vibrant pink color. So just with your spatula, make sure that you incorporate it all in. And that's quite a pretty pink color, isn't it? And with products, I really love if you make a product that's scented with rose, that looks like rose, smells like rose. I really love that kind of consistency when you're making products. So this is a really lovely color. So after a bit of mixing, you can see our clay is this really lovely pink color. We've got this really great clay mask texture. But we're not quite finished, because as I mentioned earlier, clay masks can be a little bit drying for the skin. Clay can be very pulling and drawing and cleansing for the skin, which is great, but we don't want to dry out our skin. You know, we want to balance this out. So I'm going to add a couple of ingredients to balance this out. So the first one I'm going to add is some vitamin E. So vitamin E, and I'm adding 2 ml of vitamin E. Vitamin E is being added for 2 different reasons. One, it's an antioxidant for our skin. It fights free radicals. It stops the aging effect on our skin. And number 2, it's being added in for the product itself. Anything that contains oils has a tendency to go rancid. So vitamin E looks after the oils by keeping them nice and fresh and prevents them from going rancid. So that's the vitamin E incorporated into the mask. So just give that a really good mix in. And vitamin E is an easy enough ingredient to come by. I always say to people who are making things on a small kind of a hobby level or just for themselves, buy vitamin E capsules in a health food store and then use a pin to prick them open to get the vitamin E out. And it's a really good way of measuring the vitamin E as well, because vitamin E is a really thick, viscous ingredient, and it can be hard to measure out very small amounts. But if you use a capsule, it'll tell you on the container how much is in each capsule. So say if it's 0.5 ml, you'll be using 4 capsules in this, and it's a really nice way to be able to buy and use vitamin E. Next ingredient I'm adding in is baobab oil, and the reason I'm adding this in is because it's really nutritious oil for the skin. It's full of vitamins, it's really easily absorbed by the skin. It's just a really nutritious oil for the skin, and when I'm doing something like a clay mask that can be very drawing and cleansing, I really like to balance it out with some really nutritious oil. So you could use anything here from a good quality cold pressed olive oil or sunflower oil to sweet almond oil to jojoba oil. The list is endless. It really depends on what kind of oils you use and suit your skin. So I am also going to add 2 ml, and I'm going to add 2 ml by eye because I know at this stage, but it's 2 ml that I'm adding in. So I'm just going to incorporate that into the mix as well. So this is going to be a really lovely cleansing and drawing mask, but it's also going to be kind of a bit like a moisture mask as well, in that it's going to have some lovely hydrating and moisture adding ingredients, and it's not going to be all just about drawing and cleansing. So we incorporate that in, and you can see it is just an absolutely beautiful colour and a really lovely texture for a mask as well. I can't wait to use this later. So there we go. And then finally, the last ingredient I'm going to add is some essential oil. And I'm going to use rose essential oil here because I just love the consistency of using the rose water, of colouring it pink, and now having it smell like roses as well. And rose essential oil is a really luxurious ingredient. In fact, when we buy rose essential oil, this is 5% in grapeseed oil, and pure 100% rose essential oil is really expensive. So when you buy it in a health food store or pharmacy or online, wherever you buy it, it'll more than likely be mixed with a carrier oil, and that's completely okay because rose is it's a really luxurious, expensive ingredient, and it's absolutely fine to be using these diluted down versions of it. The smell is so beautiful and so heady that even a small amount like this, like 5% diluted down in another oil, it still carries through wonderfully. I'm going to add 4 drops. Okay, and I can get the absolutely beautiful smell of rose already. And the reason we use rose is because
Rose has really lovely anti-aging, skin hydrating and plumping qualities for our skin. It's just a really wonderful one to put on your skin. In fact, I would put neat rose essential oil onto my skin as often as I can and as often as I can afford to do. It's really one of my absolute favorite ingredients. So here we have our rose clay face mask with our white clay, our rose water, our beetroot juice for colour, and then to balance it out and to hydrate the skin, we have our baobab oil, our vitamin E, and our rose essential oil. And it really is as simple as that. So I would recommend using this mask straight away. So if you make it, use it that evening or that night to give yourself a lovely hydrating and drawing face mask. And there are options for adding natural preservatives to your skincare products. I'm going to talk about them in one of the later videos. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll give it a go making this at home. And if you liked it, please give us a thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button down below and come back again next week, where we will make some natural skincare products or household products or toiletries as dictated by you guys down below in the comments. Thank you very much.